I like the way I still have Amy Winehouse music like loaded up from last night. Anyways, hi guys, it's Maddie. So, today is the 19th of December, 2023, a Tuesday. I've done my makeup and I love it. I'm very happy with it. But that aside, it's been a high pain day for me. When I'm having a high pain day, I tend to be kind of, well, technically it's been a high pain night and day because it started last night, like early in the morning technically. It's been a while, and it's now 10 o'clock at night, and it started about, I want to say 11, 12 the previous night, like 12 in the morning of today. Anyways, my pain, basically, for those of you that are new here, I always have pain. I have chronic pain, but there's what I call my daily amount of pain that I'm like more used to, the daily allowance of pain, and then we get when I'm like in agony, and that's the point we're in now. And I know a lot of people would look at me and be like, you're not in pain, you'd be like going ah. But when you live with chronic pain, if I was screaming every time I was in pain, oi, like my dog's over there apparently, they're play fighting, oi, if I was screaming every time I was in pain, I would just be constantly screaming. So yeah, anyways, my back. Okay, so my point was, if my dogs will stop being a background noise, my point was, when I'm having a bad day with my pain, I tend to get very down with myself. I tend to get very like, oi, Rory, I tend to get very depressed. So last night, to make myself feel better, I was googling fibromyalgia jokes, and then I changed it to fibromyalgia. Feel better. I was googling fibromyalgia jokes, and then I changed it to fibromyalgia humour, and that's when I found it. And it's jokes by other people with fibromyalgia that I might find funny. So we're gonna read some, because sometimes it's good to be all serious, and other times you gotta have a bit of a laugh. Although I will say one note. When I tried to do this for cerebral palsy, because if you're new here, I have cerebral palsy and I have fibromyalgia. Oh, you go serious. Right. One sec. Right. Back to what I was saying. Jesus Christ. They're both looking at me now like... Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, when I'm having a bad time with my pain, I tend to get very down and very depressed, and I tend to get very like grumpy, and because I'm in pain. I mean, not all the time obviously, because I have chronic pain, but when it gets really bad, I can either go two ways. I can either be alright with it, or go into my grumpy, depressed self, and that's kind of what I did today. I've been trying to make the best. It's been kind of a combination of the two. I've been trying to make the best of it, but I have found myself being grumpy and depressed as well. So, to make myself feel better, we're going to read some fibromyalgia jokes, and hopefully it'll make me laugh, because it's alright to be serious, but sometimes you got to have a bit of humour in life. But when I tried to do this for cerebral palsy, because I've got fibromyalgia and cerebral palsy, what I noticed is when I typed in cerebral palsy jokes, it was other people making fun of cerebral palsy, but not in a nice way. It was like jokes, you know what I mean? It was like people using humour to just talk shit about people with cerebral palsy, and I'm like, no. But then I remembered there's this comedian, Rosie Jones, I think her name is, and I was watching some of her videos last night, and she has cerebral palsy herself, and she uses her humour, and like, I love it. You know, that there's a difference between like somebody using humour to like talk about their experience. And when I googled cerebral palsy jokes and somebody just making fun of somebody for having cerebral palsy, it was like, whoa there, dude. No. But I did find fibromyalgia jokes, and like written by people with fibromyalgia, and I'm gonna have a little read of them, and hopefully they'll make me laugh. I did scroll through a couple last night just to check, because obviously I didn't want to end up like what I found with cerebral palsy, reading stuff that's just people being horrible. So anyways, here we go. Fibromyalgia. I'm gonna need my glasses. I mean, I don't really have them for reading, but that is some blurry text. They're more for distance, but you know, we don't want any migraines. We don't want any migraines. I'm sorry about the glare. Anyways, fibromyalgia. When you wake up in the morning wondering what horrible accident you were in. Hashtag funny fibro every Monday on Twitter. Oh, I get it. Because you feel so, like, crap with fibro. Let's find another one. Fibromyalgia humour. Remember, if you want me to go shopping, dinner will be served right about after my flare in about 3 days. Sounds about right. These ones aren't making me laugh yet. I did find some funny ones. I'm having a hard time dealing with my short-term memory loss, and on top of that, I'm having a hard time dealing with short-term memory loss. This is literally me. I'm not being funny, but if you were to... I hate the glare. If you were to, like, ask people that know me, I tend to repeat myself, but I don't realise I'm repeating myself. And also another thing is, literally today, my sister said, Maddie, you do realise you flipped the kettle on 3 times already and not made your drink? And I went, did I? So that's pretty funny. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Alright, what's another one? Ever noticed how fibromyalgia jokes are only appreciated by doctors and nurses, especially the ones without fibro? Debatable. That's kind of what I was saying about, like, a joke versus a joke. You know what I mean? Oh, I saw this last night and I didn't quite get it. I'm just saying, if fibromyalgia had an official mascot, it would probably... I haven't heard about the fibro purple mascot, actually. Hold on. Fibromyalgia purple minion. Why? That was some great wording. Oh, I get it. Because he's a mood. Insomnia, brain fog, fatigue, widespread pain and stiffness. I get it. I get it. It's kind of like people going, this is me. My type of humour. I like that. I like that a lot. Right. Carrying on. I like that one. I like the fibromyalgia purple minion mascot. That was kind of hard to say in one, like, sentence. I have fibromyalgia. I'm allowed to do weird things. I mean, I do weird things in general, not just because of the fibromyalgia. I'm a weirdo. Let me find... I found some really good ones last night. Here we go. Fibromyalgia. It's like having the hangover only without the party. This. Literally, like, I can't explain it to someone who doesn't have fibro, but sometimes I will literally, a lot of the time, I'll be like, am I ill or is this just my fibromyalgia? Or it'll be like, am I feeling off or is this my fibromyalgia? Like, it is crazy how much it can make you feel awful. And it takes me a minute to wrap my head around the fact that I've got fibro because it's still quite new. So sometimes I will wake up feeling absolutely awful. It'll be my symptoms of my fibromyalgia, but I'll literally be there like, I wonder what's wrong with me. And then it's like, you have fibromyalgia, Maddie. That's why you feel like that. But sometimes it's hard to tell if it's like, I just feel crap, or if there's like I'm ill, or if this is what I mean. It's so hard to tell sometimes. Fibromyalgia, tired all the time but just can't sleep. That's just a fact. That is me recently. My insomnia has been really bad. I've been really struggling to sleep. I mean, I've covered up with makeup, but I have quite a lot of bags at the airport under my eyes. They're all stuck in the baggage area. There's so many. But yeah, I've been really struggling with that, so. Oh, I saw this last night. Fibromyalgia, also known as 50 Shades of Fatigue. Literally, I'm not even kidding you. Ow. Oh, just whacked my knee. I'm not even kidding you. There's so many different types of, like, tiredness it can make you feel, like burny brain fatigue. I don't know if this is just me, but the burny brain fatigue, anybody else with fibro, if you get what I mean, when your brain is like burning, when you first, like, you're kind of like half in between waking up and asleep and your brain is literally sizzling, like it burns. I mean, I get it awake as well, but the worst brain burn for me is when I'm between states. I'm like between, like, just woke up and was asleep, and that is when my brain burns the worst, I've noticed. But I do get it when I'm awake. But when I'm between those states, oh my god. Does anybody else with fibro, like, I'm sure you do, because it's like the criteria: burning, numbness. I have all the types. It's annoying. But also, to be fair, my cerebral palsy and my fibro do overlap, so I've been getting back spasms recently, and they've been not great. But when I was Googling, apparently fibromyalgia can also give you back spasms, from what I've been researching. But I've got cerebral palsy, so I spasm anyways. So I'm like, great, is this another game of guess the condition? Is it my cerebral palsy or is it my fibro? Because, do you know what? Before I found that out, I just assumed that every single spasm was cerebral palsy, because, you know, I've had cerebral palsy since the womb and it's always made me spasm. So I assumed every time I had a spasm it was cerebral palsy. But now Google's telling me that it could also be fibro, and I'm like, so which one is it? Anyways. Fibromyalgia, it's like having a 2-year-old throw a tantrum inside my body and it never takes a nap ever. I relate to this because I've literally said before, like, I feel like a tired toddler that just needs a nap but can't sleep. Like an overly tired toddler sometimes, because I'm just like, it's like, you know when you tell a kid, like, oh, you gotta go and take a nap, and they're like, I don't want a nap. It's like me telling my body, like, hey, we need a nap, body, and my body is like, I don't want a nap. Oh, this is funny, but I'm gonna have to put it on the screen or you won't get the joke, obviously. So, but you look fine. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. Anyways, but you look fine. How I look, how I feel. Literally. And this is the same for, like, cerebral palsy and fibro. Like, I could be laughing, smiling, joking with you and be in, like, the most horrific pain ever, and you might never know. Unless I say, or, like, I'm like, oh, you know, like, that actually hurt my back to reenact that. That's kind of great. Anyways, I'm being sarcastic, but yeah, it did actually hurt my back to reenact that. Oh my god. Not sure if I'm dying or having a fibro flare. Literally, I swear to God, it is so hard to tell sometimes. So hard to tell. You know you have hit your lowest point of having a chronic illness when you start procrastinating your showers. There's this thing called the spoon theory, and it is so bloody true, because, like, you're just using up energy for the next day. If you're not careful, suddenly the next day's useless. Like, literally, I probably overdid myself a little bit yesterday, and I could tell today. That's not a joke. Literally. Brain fog, but can't speak. Brain, look, it's going great already. Brain Brain fog forces you to substitute words. Look, it's a vibrating midget bird. It's a hummingbird, but they've put vibrating midget bird. I do this. I forget words all the time. But saying that, I am on the waiting list for ADHD, but it could be my brain fog. See, this is what I mean. So many things overlap. And I was actually talking about this to the person that did my dyscalculia test, like my exam arrangements test. And they were talking about like medical history and stuff. And I said, but it's so hard to tell what's what because they all overlap each other. And she literally said, yeah, they do. A lot of things tend to just overlap each other. So you're kind of playing a guessing game all the time of what actually is causing this. Like, I literally, like, some stuff I was so certain. It's like, well, that's definitely cerebral palsy. And then, like, for example, the back spasms, I was like, that is definitely cerebral palsy. No question about, what do you mean it could be fibro? You know what I mean? That's the same joke, just reworded. What? Fibromyalgia, when you're told by doctors to just live with pain. That's not even a joke, really. That's just true. I'm not being funny. They're kind of just like, have you tried swimming? Bye-bye. Chronic fatigue superhero. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, really, I'm asking. I haven't seen either in a while. Oh, that's a good one. Because I haven't left the house because I've just been dying. Anyways. Oh. Literally what we're doing in this video. Fibromyalgia. The one thing us fibromyalgia sufferers have in common. We all use humour to cover up the pain. Literally what this video is. Oh, that's funny. This is funny. Fibromyalgia affects my neurotransmitters and you want me to stay calm? What? And it's like a minion. The purple minion's back. That's funny. I like that. Yeah. This has made me feel better. I'm glad I did this video. I wish I could do the same with cerebral palsy. But like I said, when I googled it, a lot of it was just people making fun of cerebral palsy. And I'm like, no, that's just gonna piss me off. Lying in bed, wondering if it's worth it to get up and pee. Literally, it's like, do I move? I've just got slightly less uncomfortable. It's never even uncomfortable, it's like I'm slightly less uncomfortable. Last night, because of like the pain I was in, multiple points of my body were in pain. So my hips and my thighs and then my knees and basically my body was hurting. My back, my thighs, my hips, my knees, they were hurting. My legs in general, but my thighs were really killing me. And what I found was, like, when I would move, one part would be less in pain, but then another part would be more in pain. And it was kind of like a battle of like, okay, do I want to relieve my hips, or do I want to relieve my thighs, or do I want to move for my back? And it's kind of like I feel like a lot of people can relate to this with chronic pain. It's like a game of like widespread chronic pain, like around the body. I feel like a lot of people can relate to this of like, okay, what body part do we want to hurt slightly less? Like, because everything always hurts, but it's like, what part of the body do I want to hurt less right now? Living with fibromyalgia, it's like looking both ways before crossing the street and then being hit by an aeroplane. I like that one. I like that one. Little Miss pretends she doesn't have a chronic illness, does too much and then can't move from the sofa for 2 days. Literally me. Yes, I have tried yoga. Literally what I was talking about. With the whole, like, have you tried swimming? Have you tried slightly? Have you tried well-being? Have you tried meditation? Have you tried? It's like, dudes. Oh, my favourite one is when people are like, have you tried talking about it? That's what I'm doing right now. Like, I get it. Talk about how you feel, talk about your emotions, talk about, like, I get the whole point, and it is good to talk about how you feel. I agree with that, but it's not going to make the pain go away. Like, talking about it isn't going to suddenly make my back go, you know what? I've had enough of being in chronic pain forever. I'm just going to stop hurting. So I get, see, the thing is, I get the whole point of, like, talk about how you feel. Great, cool, but also talking isn't going to fix it, you know? And that's what people don't seem to get. It's like, I think talking, like, I've been said by my physiotherapist, like, I think talking can be really beneficial for you. And it's like, yeah, okay, talking about how I feel is nice and all, but I could talk until I'm blue in the face, but if I'm really struggling, it's gonna not really, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a time and a place for talking, and when, like, I'm trying to get other help, it's like, okay, yeah, I can talk about how I feel, but I want other methods as well. But yeah, when you ask me what I'm doing today and I say nothing, it does not mean I am free. It means I am doing nothing. Literally, except I am kind of like, even when I should be resting, I'm kind of like overactive and I can't really just sit still even if I really need to. Unless I'm doing something. Fibromyalgia is like a Rubik's Cube. You never know what you're gonna get. I like that one. You don't know the combination either. You're never gonna solve this Rubik's Cube. It's useless. Thanks. Do do. Oh, this one is kind of. Oh, hold on. There's one with like a doctor with like a thought bubble over his head going, I have no freaking idea, and then saying it's fibromyalgia. And that's based on the fact that some people think it's not a real thing and people think it's like just a doctor's way of being like, I don't know, so have a label. I don't know. Anyways, welcome to Fibroland, ladies and gents, where once you check in, you can never check out. We've got, this font is awful, anyways. We've got cozy beds, but good luck getting any, this font, Jesus. Good luck getting any sleep. We've got every movie station for those who are bedridden for days on end with fibro flares. Pyjamas and slippers are mandatory attire. There's plenty of doctors and labs because that will be your social life. If you're lucky like me and reside in a legal... Oh, well then. Well, I don't reside in a legal cannabis zone, so there's that. Yeah, this has cheered me up. This has been good. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video too. 20 minutes long, Jesus. We should wrap that up here. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I did. It made me laugh. This was fun. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Follow at Madalada Munden -2 on Instagram. And until next time, goodbye guys. Have a lovely day.